It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Franz Wagner was in the Rookie of the Year consideration last year for the Magic. He said there are a lot of reasons for fans to be excited for the future. We've got a lot of young talent, but my job is to be in the now and try to win games. What's helped me so far is focusing on each day at a time. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he is definitely ahead of schedule. David, thanks. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the forward positions, it's Wagner and Banchero. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for the Hornets, the guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Jones is out there with Plumlee, and it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
The pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. 6 to shoot. Anthony on the wing. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Now, here's Ball. Oubre outside. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defensive end.
Yeah, this is one thing about Kelly Oubre. I know he's thin, but there's a wiry strength to him. He's able to take the hit and complete it.
Now, here's Banchero. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Here's Rozier, up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
That's the thing about Rozier, guys. He is fearless. He's willing to take on contact from anybody.
Anthony against Ball. Anthony's shot is off. And here's Charlotte. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Here's Anthony. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Here's Suggs. Here's Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
See, it's the size, the skill, and the athleticism of Carter Jr. that can sometimes prove too much of a task for these defenders. That is a big-time play. And think about this, guys. Wendell Carter Jr. has really flourished into an important and efficient two-way big man. We know defensively he can hold things down, and offensively he can take it down low. We know he can face up and make shots.
And that one falls for Carter. And for Wendell Carter Jr., you know, Doris, he is still in the very early stages of his career, obviously.
That's the exciting thing to me, Kevin, is that as good as he is right now, there's tremendous room for growth. Combine his physical tools with the diverse skill set, Wendell Carter should be a staple at the center position for a long time.
Carter hits them both. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Now, here's Oubre. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ball against Wagner. Out to Anthony. From deep. Traps in the tray. Anthony's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Magic.
You love Cole Anthony's attitude. So confident, so willing to fire on the catch.
Back to Ball. Pass to Oubre. Nailed from three-point land. Oubre's got 5.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Passes to Suggs. Carter on the wing. He kicks to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Pass to Suggs. And another shot. And good that time.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Rozier looking around. There's the pass to Jones. Rozier with the ball.
Hornets
Coming off a 21-point game his last outing.
Jones.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Terry Rozier.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
From past the arc, and that one is good from Suggs. 5 points in the game.
That Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
Now, here's Rozier. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Banchero. Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. Off target from three-point range. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Trailing by 4. Wagner against Jones. Wagner outside. Here he goes. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, you can see the fluidity on the drive by Franz Wagner. This guy very capable of putting it on the deck.
Ball feeling it out a bit. To halt the run. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. The high post shot. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Jalen Suggs getting right to his sweet spot. You want to give me the mid-range, Jay? I'm taking it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface. And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Anthony. Averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now, here's Ball. 23 points for him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
O'Neal's checked in for Plumlee. Magic leading by 8. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 7. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oubre outside. Back to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Driving the lane. There's Wagner with the 3. And that one is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. Reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Magic moving the ball around with the fadeaway. And that one hits back iron. Hornets trail by 6. Here's Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Yes, sir. LaMelo Ball has handles, folks. He can get where he wants to on the floor. What a move.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. You know, some teams are stuck in the cycle of we think this is the year. We think we may finally get over the hump. And then the disappointment when it's not.
And Kevin, here is the reality. Winning championships in the NBA is extremely difficult. You can, as a front office, put a roster together on paper and think, okay, we have enough talent to win the championship, and for whatever reason, the pieces don't mesh. And the other part of this, Kevin, is sometimes luck goes into winning. A poorly timed injury, a guy who asks out that totally came out of the blue. There are so many things that go into winning in this league.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Harris is checked in for Oubre. Cody Martin comes in for Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Terrence Ross is checked in for Wagner. And it's Fulton for Cole Anthony. Now, here's Bamba. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Here's Smith. 6-point game. Pass to Martin. 3-pointer. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ross. Out to the right wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
Jones in the post. He's against Bamba. Smith with it. Bamba picks him up. It's stolen by Fultz. Ross against Harris. Ross kicks to Fultz. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Here's Harris. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. And here is Isaac. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Isaac. And Isaac stays with it. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
Jonathan Isaac is always so quick to the basketball. You can see his burst getting after that board and getting the putback.
Now here is Martin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Jones, the pass to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
When Dennis Smith makes the 3, it's going to draw the defense out and open driving lanes. Nice shot there.
You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Smith kicks to Harris. Back to Smith.
Two minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first. Tries from 16, and there's another one for the Hornets.
This guy reads defenders so well and gets great elevation on his shots. Dennis Smith gets that mid-range to go.
Now here's Fultz. Talking about that win against the Timberwolves, he was definitely a major factor as well. And that one drops for him.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
Personal foul.
The Magic shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
At the line
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
The Magic making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. That free throw good from Fultz.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Now here's Jones, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
First personal
Charlotte
foul.
shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Jones at the line for
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 10-point lead. Fultz, no good. Smith feeling it out a bit. It's rebounded by Fultz. Magic shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Harris against Isaac. It's Muscala, top of the key. Nice form on the 20-footer. And the Magic lead by 12.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Martin against Ross. Over Martin. The shot off that time.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And so it's Orlando going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break.
Fans, make some noise.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Hornets trail by 10. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Plumlee out there with O'Neal. And it's Oubre in at the 3. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Now, here's Rozier. Oubre outside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Oubre's got 10 points.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Here's Fultz. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Rozier. Ball kicks to Rozier. Shoots over Wagner. That's tipped.
What a big-time block from Franz Wagner. Wow, how about the grit on the defensive end?
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Oubre on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Outside, Ball. Over Fultz. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Ball.
I think one of the things that makes LaMelo Ball so dangerous is his confidence. The jumper is pure.
The 3 from Anthony. Here's Carter. Makes it off the glass. And the Magic lead by 9.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Oubre passes to Plumlee. Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered closely. It's stolen by Banchero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency. As soon as he came into the league, you know what you'll get from him every night.
The first free throw is good. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. He's off on the second. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Here's Anthony. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, the defense makes Cole Anthony work for it, but boy, he doesn't back down.
Doris, you have to appreciate how confident Cole Anthony is in his game.
Kevin, I love the swagger this young man plays with. He feels and believes that he can score on anyone at the NBA level. And that kind of attitude is what, to me, makes this guy unguardable. And, Greg, I cannot imagine how proud you are as his father.
Well, Doris, there's no doubt that I'm proud of him. And you're right, he probably does think he can score on just about anybody, even when he can't.
Boy, to me, Cole Anthony, one of the most striking things about this young man is his confidence first, his IQ for the game, and there's a fearlessness to what he does that I really admire.
Charlotte calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Please give a big round.
And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
Well, you look at Banchero, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Now here's Anthony. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Outside, Ball. Kicks to Oubre. They get a hand on it. Now Rozier. Over Anthony. And it's Rozier missing. Magic leading by 11. Here's Suggs. Sinks the three-pointer. Suggs has got 10.
Well, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Ball. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Oubre can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And that one's good. Suggs.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. It's a 16-point game. Dishes to O'Neal. He kicks it to Plumlee. Oubre inside the three-point line. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
This guy just plays with such rhythm and timing. Kelly Oubre knows how to get himself going on the offensive end.
Anthony, the pass to Carter. Pass to Wagner. Hornets with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just be consistent. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the Hornets making a change here. Jones has checked in. Rozier with the ball. Up top, Plumlee. The dish now to Jones. Over Banchero. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Magic leading by 14 to the inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
Rozier, the pass to Jones. Plumlee against Carter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rozier. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Yeah, just letting his offense come naturally in pick and roll action. Terry Rozier very comfortable in this space.
Oubre against Wagner. Over Oubre. And it's Wagner missing. Hornets trail by 14. Here's Ball. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Wow, the agility to beat the contact. Such a clever move by LaMelo Ball.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 12. Shots good by Anthony.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Ball kicks to Rozier. Oubre outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, during his career, Doris, we've seen Kelly Oubre adapt to multiple coaches and teams.
He has, Kevin, and he do that through hard work. Oubre improved his perimeter game early in his career, and now he is very capable of adding offensive punch and defensive versatility to whichever roster he's on.
That free throw, no good. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Joe Harris comes in for Plumlee, and Martin subbed in for Terry Rozier.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre, 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
Isaac misses. Hornets trail by 14. Left side, Martin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jonathan Isaac.
That's on Jonathan Isaac. The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for your Hornets, Cody Monten. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The pass to Ross. Back to Anthony. Pass to Ross. Bounce pass, Isaac. Now, here is Muscala. Guarded by Harris. Sinks the triple.
Terrence Ross.
Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Smith, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Cole Anthony.
And the third
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
4-2.
Free throw dropped for Smith.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Magic leading by 14. Isaac outside. Pass to Anthony for the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
for
The
3.
defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And the Hornets call time here.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Queen City. Let's give a huge hand to your honeybee.
Fultz, he's checked in for Anthony. Here's Smith. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Now, here is Smith. 17-point game. 5 on the clock. That one, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Oubre. 12 points for him. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Isaac. Tries from 10, and the shot is long. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Ross with a wide-open look. No good with the triple. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Smith kicks to Oubre. Outside, Martin. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head-scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Foul charge to Charlotte. Dennis Smith Jr. Second personal foul. And the third.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Orlando. Jonathan Isaac going to the line, shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Hornets trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Oubre with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Harris trying to get open as Oubre. Harris's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And that one falls for Bamba.
Well, Mo Bamba is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? The size combined with the shooting ability.
And here's Smith. 6 points for him. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
When Joe Harris is looking to score the basketball, defenses can overcommit. They do there and commit the foul.
The Hornets have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
Now you think about it, over time, Joe Harris has made himself a viable option as an NBA player. He's got such offensive versatility.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Fultz. Martin against Ross. Isaac outside. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Charlotte has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Boy, when Joe Harris is making this kind of shot, turn the lights out.
Now, Ross. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Ross has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Magic.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Cole Anthony has been on display for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute.
That's right, fans.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. The guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, Terry Rozier able to score in a variety of ways. That time taking the contact, getting the N1.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who's just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
For your Hornets, Terry Rozier III. 1 shot.
And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's 3-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Here's Anthony, and he goes big with the dunk right over LaMelo Ball.
There are certain guys who know and believe they can be a top option offensively. Cole Anthony cooking right now.
Rozier with the ball. Charlotte moving it around. And it's Jones. Time on the assist by Rozier.
Well, the evolution of Scary Terry as a creator for others. Really nice ball movement there.
Anthony kicks to Isaac. The pass to Carter. Over Plumlee. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Carter's got 8 points.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Franz Wagner's checked in for the Magic.
Wagner.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Basket counts.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Oubre against Wagner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
See, Kelly Oubre understands how to take advantage of his athleticism on the interior. That's nice.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Hornets. Kelly Oubre Jr. at the line for 2.
And that one misses. No good on the second free throw. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Passes it to Rozier. Now Jones. Oubre outside. Pass to Plumlee. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
At the line for your Hornets, Mason Plumlee, shooting 1.
The free throw off from Plumlee. Orlando, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Rozier. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Carter, the pass to Wagner. Out to Carter. Here's Wagner. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
I tell you, you have to be willing to take and make contested shots. Mr. Wagner to the rescue.
Back to ball. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Back to Oubre. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, my goodness. Going to the rim with aggression is young Cole Anthony.
And the pass to Rozier. Oubre for 3. And the Hornets miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Wagner.
That's 7 points for Franz Wagner.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Back to Rozier. Pass to Plumlee. Rozier with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. Rozier's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, early in his career, you played Terry Rozier as a driver. Now you've got to deal with that three-point shooting ability.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Oubre kicks the ball. Passes it to Rozier. Over Suggs. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Rozier's got 12.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
With the assist.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 12. Plumlee with some nice D. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Here's Suggs. No good that time. Good D by Jones.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Ball. The feed to Jones. Oubre, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Kelly.
Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Anthony, the pass to Suggs. Oubre against Wagner. Here's Suggs. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Rozier's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Ball with a wide open look. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Anthony kicks to Suggs. Back to Anthony. Wagner outside. Pass to Suggs. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 15.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And the Hornets call time here.
And Berlin native Franz Wagner was only stateside a few years before coming to the NBA.
Well, the beauty about him, though, is Franz has an incredible skill set offensively, and that translates to any language. Consider this guy is a multi-tool player. He can stretch it to deep. He can shoot the mid-range. He's fine around the cup. He'll board it, and he's an excellent playmaker. Boy, this guy can fit in just about anywhere.
Fans, make some noise. It's your Honeybee. Let's get on our feet and make some noise for your Honeybee. And look who's running onto the floor. Make some noise for your Honeybee.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Plumlee. Harris comes in for Jones. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Carter. Muscala comes in for Banchero. Ross is checked in for Jalen Suggs. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Cole Anthony. And that one's good, Wagner.
That's big-time focus from Franz. Okay, young sir, we see you taking the contact.
Smith outside. It's O'Neal atop the key. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. O'Neal's got his second bucket. The Magic shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Wagner passes to Fultz. Wagner outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Smith kicks to Rozier. Over Ross. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Fultz the bounce pass. Orlando moving the ball around. Hornets with the rebound. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Harris, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
That's good from Harris. Williams, he's checked in for Rozier. Isaac's checked in for the Magic. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Isaac passes to Fultz. Off target from outside. Charlotte has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Harris against Isaac. And here is Harris. Clock at 6. Shoots. Jump shot is good. Harris has got 4 this quarter. Orlando leading by 23. Fultz the pass to Isaac. Right wing. Bamba kicks to Isaac. Ross for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Ross has got 9 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Smith dishes to O'Neal. And there's the pass to Harris. Now Smith launches it. Rebound by Muscala.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Martin against Isaac. Over Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Ross. That one doesn't go. And the Hornets now going the other way. Out to Smith. Back to Harris. Pass to Martin. Now Harris. He's guarded by Ross. Harris against Ross. Here's Williams. Off on the layup.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Isaac passes to Fultz. Misses the 3. Charlotte's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. O'Neal kicks to Harris. Passes it to Martin. Smith with it. Pass to Harris. Shoots over Isaac. Drops it in from 11 feet. He's got 8.
Well, how about the mid-range game? Joe Harris knows they're going to run him off the three-point line, so he's showing you what else he has.
No good from Ross. Harris looking it over. Williams finds Harris, and here's Smith. Over Ross. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 8.
Well, there's a level of concentration required on the interior, and Dennis Smith Jr. more than up to the task.
Cole Anthony has been on display for Orlando. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Martin is out there with Jones, and it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And that one's good, Anthony.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Rozier kicks to Martin. Back to Rozier. Now Jones. Now the pass to Ball. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Banchero. Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Okeke comes in for Franz Wagner. And Harris subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value.
Anthony with it, and it's Martin picking him up. The shot by Anthony, no good. Hornets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Harris against Martin. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, you love how Hill shoots it immediately off the pass. Just exceptional timing from the crafty guard.
Anthony, the pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Pass to Beauchamp. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Martin. From deep three-point range. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Anthony. Here's Okeke. Wagner passes to Harris. Down low. And there's Banchero on the assist by Harris.
Assisted by...
That's 7 points for Paolo Banchero. Hill with it. Pass to Beauchamp. Knocked away. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Hard for Wagner to avoid the contact. His shooting ability is going to have defenders reacting to him.
Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind
Take a
immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years. Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
And the second free throw, good. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Pass to McDaniels. Over Banchero. Charlotte no good that time either.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Here's Beauchamp. There's the pass to Plumlee. Outside, Martin. 5 to shoot. It's stolen. Pass to Banchero. Here's Harris. Passes it to Okeke. Harris looking it over. 4 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Anthony. They grab their own miss. Shoots the 3. Okeke, no good. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Beauchamp. Up and in on the layup.
And I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Anthony up on top. He's guarded by Hill. Out to Harris. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Anthony against Hill. Anthony on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Hill.
And how about the career Gary Harris has had up to this point?
What you love about Gary Harris is he's going to do whatever his coaching staff asks him to do. He can make a 3-point shot with great consistency. He's willing to share the basketball. He can make clutch free throws late. There was a time in his career where he was a real force on the defensive end.
And the first one drops. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Oubre comes in for Cody Martin. And both free throws good for Anthony. And the Hornets with possession here. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Hill inside, covered by Anthony. And the basket by Hill.
I like when George Hill goes to the floater. That is not an easy shot, but he's worked on it.
Pass to Okeke. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Williams can't get it to go.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Harris passes to Okeke. Wagner outside to the middle. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Now here's Oubre. Outside Hill. Nice defense from Wagner. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 17-7 run. Banchero with the ball. Working on McDaniels. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Charlotte making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Banchero. And it's Fulton for Cole Anthony. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Beauchamp. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Hill against Fultz. Over Hill, and Wagner has it in the corner. No good on the triple. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Beauchamp. And the 3 off target. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Fultz, no good. The Hornets shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. And Charlotte turns it over again.
Ball.
Orlando with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harris. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Charlotte, Beauchamp taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product as more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Harris's shot is off. Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The kick out to Hill. Fires for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Orlando will come the other way. Fultz looking around. Passes to Okeke. And here's Fultz. Shot clock at 6 to end the cold streak. He can't hit that time. Good D by Williams. The drive by Hill. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Okeke.
Well, the burst of speed to get to the cup. George Hill making the defense hit him.
At the line for your Hornets, George Hill. At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Hill. And Doris, in a time where we see so much international conflict, Commissioner Adam Silver has said that shared loves and appreciations, including sport, can bring us all together. It's a nice thought.
It's a wonderful thought, Kevin, and I think immediately to the NBA Finals, where I see representatives from so many different countries, China, Brazil, you name it, the opportunity to interact, to share our passion for the game of basketball. Listen, the hope is we can find more things that connect us than that pull us apart.
And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Get into that mid-range bag, Mo Wagner. Happy to make that work.
Ball's knocked loose. Hill kicks to McDaniels. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Beauchamp. The floater. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Okeke. Back to Fultz. The pass to Harris. There's the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Charlotte has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. The teardrop falls in. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Here's Okeke. McDaniels defending. Harris outside. Back to Fultz. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Cole Anthony.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's Williams. No good. Nice defense from Wagner. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.